Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video on GlumpTV. This is going to be a segment I'm going to do called GlumpHammer, and it's going to entail with me painting my minis and just showing off new minis I get, and eventually, once we get to the steps of everything like that, hopefully a dreadnought and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to say hello and welcome to my channel. I've got it all set up here for us to get started with the painting. Um, this is my first experience painting outside of just being inside of Games Workshop. Like, this is the first guy I did in Games Workshop, just a nice little ultramarine. Did get some scuffs on the sides there, well, not scuffs, but mispaint and everything like that. So I'm hoping that, it's going to be a learning experience as we go along. So I want to thank you for tuning into my channel, and let's get going. Okay, and today we're going to be doing a Black Templar, Chaplain Grimaldus, and the retinue. Nice little set here. We're going to be mainly focusing off getting Captain Grimaldus going first and everything like that, so we can make him look snazzy. I don't know why I chose Black Templar as my first, faction to get into for Warhammer. I don't know, just something about the big melee-driven black and god-worshipping guys and everything like that. It spoke to me. I'm not religious or anything like that, but it's a very cool concept. I very much so liked it. And of course, in the lore of Warhammer and everything like that, the God Emperor is not a god. He's just the Emperor of mankind. But I do like how the Black Templar revere him as a god because what, a 12-foot multi-thousand multi-millennium old guy was not a god. I know he's a perpetual and everything like that, but gotta give him some slack from the Black Templar. I can't blame them. If I was in their shoes, I'd worship them too. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this opened. We're gonna clip it off and everything like that, and we'll get started with the painting. All right, so let's get this open. Thank you to my fiance for the nice little knife keychain. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so now that we got everything open, I thought I'd just show you guys the parts that we got for it. We got everyone in there, and we got the guide. So I'll get back to you when I've got them all clipped out. We'll do a bit of clicking ASMR as I'm clipping this stuff, so might as well. Just in the middle of the middle clipping here, guys, and I just thought I'd show you what I'm using for, of course, my paints and everything like that. I just got the basic starter kit from Games Workshop, the 13 paints and everything like that, and then, all the tools. So that I'd give a nice little shout out to that. That's what I'm using right now. Seems like it's solid so far. I haven't used any of the paints yet, but I did use some Citadel ones at the Games Workshop I got these from. So yeah. All right. Okay, so I got the chaplain all cut up now. And we're gonna do first bit of glue in here. Okay, so I got Grimaldus done now. Some slight hiccups. His one arm is very melted, but it's he still looks all right. Doesn't look too bad. It's this arm right here. Well, fuck, the gun arm, of course. Oh my god, I'm looking at it right here. This one is a bit loose and wobbly. But that's okay. Don't intend to be moving him too much. Alright, so we'll get to the painting part then. Yeah, we'll just use a small one. Fits it just barely. That will cut me out. Cut out me struggling to get him in. There we go. Okay, he's all in. Okay. So I think we'll just start off with a nice black layer. I mean, he is a Black Templar. Get everything all nice and coated, and then we'll go from there. Where's my black? Okay. Oh yeah. These are fresh paints too. So if we're doing a base, I guess we just do it with our base brush here. A bit wet here. It is a completely new brush though, so we'll see how everything goes. And of course it's a completely new brush. This is my first time painting outside of Games Workshop. I buy a pre-used brush. That's alright though. I messed up with the black paint first there. That's okay. Just quickly dry our brush here, and then we'll go back at it again. So probably not everything black. I'm just probably going to go highlight the main parts. I'm probably going to pull up the box here as a reference photo. I know I can follow guides and everything, but why not free-handed? It's a joke. I am going to watch a video later, but for now I think we're okay. So we'll do a base of the, what do I got here? A lead belcher, which is a very interesting name. I don't think I've heard that before, but that's actually kind of cool. I do like that. Put the black to the side for now. And we'll get started with the base. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do this one all over then. Get it all up in every single nook and crevice there. So, as you can see, we got the good old base layer done on good old Grimaldus. He's nice and silver now instead of just gray. And then I guess we'll get started on just painting his armor. Alright, back to where we started. But this time we'll do it properly. Okay, so anyways, we got the black done for the armor there. So we're gonna take it on and do some other stuff with it. I don't know what to do next. I think we're just gonna go for, you know, probably adding the red and everything like that and giving him some detail. Painting off camera here. And we got a lot of it done. We just have to worry about getting the skulls right here painted to a bit white, and same with the places around there and for the book as well, and then some details with the eyes and everything like that, and we should be all complete. But this was my first day working on it, and then I'm gonna call it a night here, and then we'll go from there. Plus we gotta do the sword, I forgot about that, but yeah. Okay, so we're back again for the second day of painting my models here. So we got done the first day on my chaplain here. So of course we got, you know, his hammer done. We got some of the skirts done here with everything like that. Cloth. It's my dog. Wes, what are you doing under there? Get out of there. You weirdo. Anywho, but we're gonna be mainly focusing on getting the shoulders done with the Black Templar symbol and everything like that, and same with his belt. And then just doing the final touch-ups on the power pack in the back here, and then getting his gun all modeled up too, same with the book here. But yeah, we'll get to it then. Oh shit. Damn. I knocked over all of my like almost all of my Balthasar red, or Mephistopheles red. Damn, big old red patch on the what's it called now? Nose pad. That's okay. "'Twas a noble cause that shed the red paint." How did you get Golden Freddy? No. No bullying Freddy. It's my guy. It's mine. Looks like I killed an animal on my desk. And it does dry fast on plastic, though. Holy. Hey, bud? It does, doesn't it? Double no to that, because there's paint in there. Was I done with the red? I can't remember. Let's take a look. Fuck, it's on the bottom, too. Shit! Shit. I don't really care about the model holder, but... I think I am, though. Touched up his robe. Touched up the handle there. We actually got the flames on the candles now. Back robe's looking good. He was touched up along there, too. I think we're more than likely good to leave that little space. It's a bit messed up as it is. And then his front robe could be a bit better, but I think we're all right. I really do. Ah, that's what I was going for. His visor. I think his eyes are bigger than his stomach, but... I mean, he looks angry, but it does not look good. Oh my god. So I think we'll kind of kill two birds with one stone here. We'll touch up the gold on the top part of their sword there, and then we'll I think we'll just kind of go at the hands and the chains and everything, holding it up with some gold just to I mean, we kind of got a very big gold thing going on here, so I feel like it works. Look at him. Look what he's doing. It's a book. The dingus. Stop being a dingus. So sadly the crosses don't look too good, but that's okay. We're just going to do the last bit of touch up here with the black, and then we'll get to getting some of the base plate done, and now just the finishing touches on our model here. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, we do need that black. Forgot I marked up a spot on his battle pack earlier. There we go. Okay. So, that is our Chaplain Grimaldus all done. Well, apart from the shading and everything like that, that will just really bring everything together. But this is what he looks like. I'm going to probably blind the camera here for a second. As you can see, the shoulders are to be desired for. That's mainly because of the issues we had with the dust yesterday. We do have some visors on him. He does look a bit more like Darth Vader than a Space Marine, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about the stuff on his head. I like Black Templars just having the black helmets. I probably could have just continued with everything just being a bit black and everything, but that's okay. We did his bolter. Well, not his bolter, his plasma gun. It's got a little bit of blue on there and everything like that. But, yeah, so we're going to prep our base brush. I believe that's what it's called. Sorry, our shade brush, the one that I was using for doing base layers yesterday, like a moron, but that's okay. All right. And then we're just going to basically just sprinkle this all over him. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think everything's dried now, and let's just get them all grungy. And the shade truly does just bring it all together. You know, it kind of just makes it look like the imperfections are meant to be there. Okay, so we'll let that shade dry there. You okay? But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Just kind of using a smaller brush here to smooth everything out. Dots down there. Underneath my bed being a little silly Billy. So I quite literally think for the last final touch, it'll just be, after this all dries, we'll just paint the base, and then we'll add a nice little layer of shit onto the base too. But yeah, I think we fucking killed it. I'm very proud of myself. This is, you know, first mini and everything like that, and it took a couple of hours, but I fucks with him. He looks really good. Okay. So now onto the fun part, painting the base white. I think white's just gonna be kind of a go-to. Oh, it just kind of looks like a rocky terrain. If I had like a more gray, I would. But I think the shade plus the white is gonna do just fine. Hey, bud. I think white's just gonna do just fine. It's the color of you. Go to the paper. Because you ate it all. You ate it all. You ate all the paper. Sir, are you biting my Uggs? When I was at my Games Workshop, though, I did see some cool stuff. Like I saw like the remains package and everything like that. But oh, it is expensive. So is like most of everything in here. This pack that I got Captain from Kaplan. Oh my God, Captain! I mean Chaplain. Chaplain Grimaldus from uh was $77 from where I am in Canada here. But yeah, I mean, like I was looking at a kit today and it was like $205. Now I'm very much so interested in it, but definitely at a later date when I'm a bit more liquid. But yeah, it does look like I know it's an expensive hobby to get into, especially since the paints themselves that I got here costed 55, but that was with the starter kit that gave me the nice little snips here, and well, actually I paid for the my Warhammer cauldron pot that I use for the whatever it's called, the dirty water, the paint water. But man, oh man, oh, I didn't even take a look at the dreadnought I wanted to get for this. I need to see how much they are. I'll check online later today, but so I want to get a nice big ass Black Templar like dreadnought. And well, I gotta get one that's more melee focused, of course, because it's Black Templars. But like I got this big ass. I bought this big ass stand preemptively because I know I'm going to be getting a lot more. It's like, but that's what it is. Just you live and you learn. But I am so damn happy because I got my codex today. That's the reason I popped over to Tinkin's workshop today. I picked this bad boy up. I don't want to really get it too big in frame because I do not have it open yet, but it's my nice old Black Templar Warhammer 40k Codex. And yeah, that was just 40 bucks by itself. I guess that's the benefit of living in the UK is that you get cheaper Warhammer. But not much else from the UK. It's worth it. It technically it basically is the closest to Warhammer. Grim Dark. It's always damp and wet there, so always kind of grueling to be there. So I guess it kind of works. And I'm from Canada, so we were once just a stupid fucking shoot off of them, anyways. But I guess that goes for Australia too. But knowing them, they're 1 in 50 born from a convict, related to a convict, I should say. Which that is a crazy stat, but everyone I've met from Australia is just amazing. Met my scuba diving instructor. I think he was from. I guess I'm kind of profiling right now because his name was Baz. So like my guess is that like Yeah, he's probably Australian, not from maybe New Zealand, but I don't know, that's not really a New Zealand name. Like Baz is more of like a dude you would meet at like a bricklayer position in or like a McDonald's in Australia. Well, my name's Baz, and how can I take your order today, mate? Oh, no, 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 we can get that started for you. Thanks, Baz. It's insane that I'm trying to do commentary now, even though I did nothing during the entire video is basically just gonna be a time lapse. I think I'm gonna have to record over it and everything, but you know, like I said earlier and everything like that, you live and you learn. But I guess I'm not doing a too stress intensive part of this thing right now, so I guess that's why I'm being a bit more laid back. All I'm really doing right now is literally just painting the floor around this guy, so. And you know, I'm not gonna worry about a little bit sticking to his boots and everything like that, because I feel as if it's gonna be fine, because it's gonna look like he's just got earth all over his feet. Same with it, I think yeah, kind of hit the bottom of his boots over here. But, you know, maybe it's like a thicker sludge, white sludge kind of thing going on. And when I messed up using the dust earlier, it did kind of drop some stuff around, and you can still kind of see the gray paint and everything I used to paint him up first, and wow, it has just added a nice texture to it. It looks pretty good, and then once we get the depth from the shade again, it should be perfect. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Take a closer look just to make sure I'm not missing anything too crucial there. A little corner there, maybe. Yeah, just a little one. Yeah, the CG just got a little bit on him, but I think that's fine. You get up. Hi, little guy. How you doing? So that brush is all clean. I'm gonna call for my mom here. I'll be right back. Wow, does he look fucking great. This is amazing. I know, like I said earlier, the arms are to be desired. The one is actually really good. I like the gold shoulders I added to him. They're a bit scuffed up too, so it looks like he's kind of taking some shots in battle. I didn't drill anything. I don't have one of those big file things. I don't feel like I need to. Maybe in the future I might get one, but it's just I feel like he just looks. They just looks. They look so cool. I don't want to put any like imperfections in them. I want them to be like perfect. I know he's not perfect, of course, but it just I don't know. I feel like it just adds the pageantry of what the Imperium is supposed to be and everything like that. Like, yeah, these big ass, basically demigods and everything like that are walking around, and they just look so badass that it's just like, oh my god, what are these guys? But like it's just so cool. I gotta stop using like. My one buddy had a New Year's resolution to stop saying filler words and stop swearing with filler words and everything like that too. Stop using swears as filler words. And it makes sense. It makes sense. That's what I want to preface with saying that it makes sense. there's so much behind, like, I guess, years after being in my vocabulary, it is kind of harder than I expect it to be. But that is to be expected. Make a habit of stuff, and it just keeps happening. This would definitely work better as a live stream, I think. I might be doing that next time. I thought I'd just record my first time painting and everything like that, and, you know, put it up on YouTube and see if it garners any attention. I do want to be playing some video games later on, too. I might be doing some Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs by myself and everything like that. You know, kind of just try and explain them the way I learned them, and if I can make them a bit easier for people, then that's all good. That's exactly what I want to do. Like, it would be cool, but I don't expect it to get too much attention. I want it to, but that's going to take, you know, a long time and a lot of effort and everything. And I just gotta have patience. I'm still young. You know, I am going into what I went to college for, hopefully very soon. I got applications out to places, and I'm just hoping to, gotta give some callbacks soon, but once I get in somewhere, I hope I'm just in there like swimwear and can just, you know, go forward. Want to get a house somewhere a bit up north from where I am. It's a lot cheaper than where I currently am. Like, places where I live, it's like $1,000,000 no matter what to get a place, you know, unless you're renting an apartment. And I don't want to rent. I want, if anything, I want to pay monthly to own. So that's going to be fun. And, you know, that's for later in life, you know, especially saving up to get a home right now. It's going to be a bit hard, especially picking up Warhammer. But I'm gonna be able to do it. Me and my fiance got some stuff going on to make sure we're saving some extra money along the way, just to nice, you know, save up for a house and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what brings, whatever the future brings. I'm just gonna give him a couple seconds there to dry off at the base, and then we'll start layering on our shade. But yeah, this was incredibly fun to do. It was very relaxing. I didn't have any music on or anything like that because I was trying to record stuff, and I don't want to get copyright striked. I'm probably gonna put some, you know, good old copyright free shit over this while I have a time lapse of while I was painting everything. But yeah, I mean, probably next time when I'm gonna finish this set, I think I'm just gonna go with Chaplain Grimaldus for now. Just as my first ever mini painting and post it online and get everything out there. But yeah, I was very happy with how everything was turning out. Even before I started recording, when I was just showing the box off and everything, I was just so eager to get into it because, like, you know, I had my first first box of minis and my first time doing all this stuff, you know, using the clippers to get the skew out or whatever it's called, and then gluing all the pieces together with the glue I bought. It was just it was something I've wanted to do. It's just, like, you know, work with my hands, and that's, you know, luckily the field I'm going into, hopefully in the future, it's going to allow me to be using my hands a lot, getting into places and everything. But just being able to sit here and focus and just come out with a pretty damn good looking result for my first time. Well, second time if you count, of course, the Games Workshop guy. But even he had some issues that I didn't fix. I might go back and fix them. But he still looks great. He looks amazing. And same with good old Chaplain here. He doesn't have any eyes, though, but I did give Chaplain here some eyes. And he's got a lot less details. Like, I only had to worry about the gun, the pack, and then, like, literally just his pauldrons. Actually, technically not pauldrons, just his shoulders, pads. The pauldrons go on top of it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I have no clue. And there's basically just painting the base and everything like that. The Games Workshop actually had a really good base here for this. It's got like raised ground and everything like that, and that's what I'm trying to go for with this. But I don't know. They just had it, of course, already ready because it's the company that owns it. And it's a recipient of stuff purely from the company, so do expect them to have kind of the good stuff. Otherwise, what would be the point? I might just go for a bit more just to make the sides look a bit more grungy. Yeah, but if you're here watching this video, I guess that means I posted it, first off. And, thank you for joining me on my first experience. I know it isn't, like I said earlier, a live stream, but, I feel like I feel like it'd be nice for anybody who's new to Warhammer like me as well, just to see, what it looks like, what time it takes and everything. And, like how just getting into the hobby is gonna look and what they're gonna need and everything. I will give a quick overview of what I was using for all my stuff earlier on. Same with the paintbrushes I have and also the paints. I'll show over everything that I got, kind of as a little bit of a not get ready with me, but what did I buy? See my shopping haul kind of thing going on here. So. Okay. So now that everything is done, I'm just gonna quickly show off everything that I got. Okay, so what I was using for the first bit of this and for basically everything was a starter kit, paint and tool set. So that started me off with, well, not that, but I got my nice bit of paints here. I think 13 in total, if I'm not mistaken. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 13. Don't know why I was counting it individually. I could just add it up. And that also came with the clippers for the skews, a model thing. I will pull that up. I think I have clips of me using it, and the basic paintbrush. I do have multiple paintbrushes though. Even before I got into everything, I did buy multiple brushes because I was anticipating um, doing this with my fiance kind of as a nice little thing, and we can just paint it how we like and everything, and then I could play with them later on. Um, she sadly did hurt her dominant hand recently at the incident at work, but she's okay. It's healing up nicely. But yeah, it was. But I think I have a total of. Let's count here. Well, we got one, two, three. We got four brushes here. So this is the one that came with the basic starter kit. This one was my shade brush that I purchased the same day that I had that I got my sets and everything like that. Just this brush here. It was like basically the main one I was using for most of the video. I just picked these two up today. They're two very fine layer brushes. I think it's the only thing that allowed me to get done. His shoulder Templar and everything like that, and his other stuff and everything. So these were a good purchase. Like I said, I have the paints, and of course the entire time you've been seeing my not easel, but my little paint holder. He kind of looks like he's been graffitied on right now. Give him a nice wash up after this. But yeah, of course I got my Black Templar stuff, but that's more specific to what I'm doing with Warhammer with the chapter I'm going with. Got my model glue here, also from Games Workshop. Everything I got here was from Games Workshop. I got the stand here, which I used while painting my Space Marine here at the shop, and this thing is amazing. Like so much stuff you can do, like upside down painting. Like if I keep it in the video, there's clips of me trying to paint this book here upside down, just get to the pages and everything. It's great. I got this one too for bigger models. I don't have any yet, but I'm anticipating having some. So yeah, I think I thought that'd be funny. But yeah, so yeah, basically just the easiest stuff. I'll go over what these things do. So of course, got this to clip out the parts of your guy before gluing him together. Sorry, I'm not showing that perfectly. Oh, that's the danger. Gluing him together. And then this is to take off any of the pieces that when you clip off, there's still some left over, so you can just kind of scrape against it and get it all off. You can also get mold lines off of it too from when it comes from the factory. And yeah, I mean, very simple stuff. Of course, once you get your pieces all together, you just glue it together, and then you paint. You do paint. But yeah, this was great. I also have, like I said, what I call the fucking, I'm pretty sure a pauldron earlier, but it's not. I'm gonna call it the cauldron, my Warhammer cauldron, which holds my paintbrushes and everything like that. It's got stuff on the bottom of it to make it easier to clean, and same with stuff on the sides to make sure your tips more fine pointed and make sure to get everything off the sides there too. Very, very useful. You don't need it. You can just use a water cup, if anything, which that's all it basically is. But good purchase here. 55 for this. Good deal. Good deal. Especially when you got guys that are 70 bucks, and I didn't use all of one thing to even get this one guy done. It's going to cover a lot. And same with the glue here. I barely used like any of it putting this guy together. So it's going to go a long way if you're doing smaller armies and everything like that, and smaller builds. But yeah, like this was a very fun experience, and you know what? I think he's good for his final flip over, and we just finish him off there. And then I'll do a nice little showcase with him. I'll do it up close with my actual phone camera and everything, and I'll show him off. He's still a teensy bit wet. Still a teensy bit. I think the stand was stuck to him. Just do a 360 with him. Oh yeah, he is not fully dry. Okay, do you know what? I am just going to leave him there. And then I guess I'll come back in a couple minutes. Okay, so we'll finish up with just the last layer of shade. And we'll call it there. I'm just going to kind of keep them... I don't know, I might hold them by the hammer to get them all finished up. Because it's not much. I think I'm just going to go around the side once more, and we're done. And, you know, I can't complain about that. There's my shade. Wait, back. Yeah, because I think the Space Marine part of him should be dry. I think I'll just hold it around there. Yeah, that works. And then I'll just do it over. And I did hear a hack from a YouTuber. I can't remember exactly who it was. I'll try and hopefully... Well, if anything, just search up like Coffee Grounds Warhammer detail. And you'll probably find it instantly. But it was really cool. So he takes Coffee Grounds and he puts it, like he dries it out, everything like that, and then he puts it on the base. And it makes like a terrain. And apparently it hasn't rotted for him over 4 years, so I gotta give him props for that, because that definitely would be my first concern, is if I had, I guess you'd call them mold marines after that. It really would be part of a Chaos Legion. But like, yeah, like it's a really cool idea if it's, you know, if you do it properly, it seems. All right, so I'll let him dry up, and I'll get back to you guys with a full video of him just in his perfection and glory here. Well, we'll see you at that point, and, you know, I'll see you. Let's go on. I'll just do some brush cleaning ASMR. Oh, nice, right? It's all bubbly and everything. Okay, and this is the finished model here. It'll probably be very bright. But look at that. Got the base all done. He's got his nice gold hammer here. Got the sword on the back. We've got his plasma gun. Got the book on the side, which I painted gold. Got his cloak there, covered in a bit of grunge as well. Skull on his hip, the skull right there. He's got gold studs on his armor there. Nice little gold thing there too. Bit of a murked up looking front belt there, but we've also got his 2 medals on the side, right there. And we've also got the ones on the back here. I think all around, he is an amazing first time doing a mini outside of Games Workshop. He was great. Thank you, Chaplain. Praise the Emperor.